Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. I am so glad that you are here with me tonight. This is California, United States Pacific Standard Time that this video is coming to you. It is actually May 12th. And I just want to say welcome to each and every one of you. I want to apologize a little bit for a little technical delay tonight. The computer, I think, decided that it did not like me. So we are back on. We are live. So tune in, everyone. Get in here. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys tonight. I know we had been gearing up somewhat for some clarity in your life. We had a discussion yesterday, which was May 11th, 2022. And the discussion was of part one video. This is part two tonight. And it was about have you clocked out of life, is the title. Have you clocked out of life for doing better in whatever areas it is that you have decided that you are settling in, right? So we're going to talk about some specifics this evening. And I'm going to give you 5 key points to unlocking a better future for your life. You can take this information and use it however you want, right? So there's very many areas that this can go in. It can be financial, it can be your health, health and wellness, right? It could be just goal setting. We've discussed that before. It could be using it for goal settings and doing better. It could be spending more time with your children, more time with your husband or wife, and your family time, more time with the family. So this particular video can be used wherever it is needed in your life. But the goal here is to better yourself and get out of the rut. And since you had clocked out of life and settled for whatever that may be, whatever areas that we're not going to progress. You've just given up on it and said, this is just the way it is. We're going to discuss that tonight about how to get out of that. If you feel like it's just over and there was no other method to changing things, and this is the way it was going to be for the rest of your life. Well, I'm here to give you some good news tonight that there are some rules to the game, rules to life that allow you to make that change and adjustment. So let's get right into it. My name is Jazz Lee, and I am your millionaire coach, lifestyle coach. And I'll say of the rich and famous. So listen, I'm teasing. However, I will be your coach on this journey. This is a place where you can come and feel comfortable and check in, ask me questions, anything that I don't know, I will get the answer for you. I will let you know my source, of where I find it if it's something I cannot answer. One thing in life that I cannot stand is when you ask someone a question and instead of them saying they don't know and they give you some bogus information, I hate that. Okay? So I will be here to be the sounding board for you on your journey. There will be quite a few of us, and as time progresses and more questions come into me, I will do my very best to answer them until at some point I will need a team of people to help me answer and follow through with each and every one of you. So the goal here with um, this video and this channel. I'm on Facebook Live right now. I also have a channel as well, the Millionaire Lifestyle Coach, over on YouTube as well. So you can find most videos on both sides. And this would be the beginning of my coaching season. I will eventually be hitting a stage somewhere near you, teaching these very things to a variety of people, depends upon what city I may be in, teaching you these very same skills, listening techniques, discipline, mind setting, education. It is where I live and breathe, even in my personal life. So these videos are actually a replica of my life as well. So I'm not here to teach you things that I do not know. I'm not here to speak on things that I have not been exposed to or am working on currently. Again, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jazz Lee. And I mentioned earlier a millionaire lifestyle coach. And you might say, well, what is that? Millionaire means a new millionaire, a newest millionaire, right? So if you're on this call and you are not a millionaire, and if you're on this call and you would like to be, if you would long to bring a friend, which I highly suggest, find someone in your life that you love, and you care about, whether it's co-workers, whether it's family, friends, cousins, just anyone that you know that is in need of some uplifting. So these videos are meant to uplift you, and it means that we are gearing people one at a time, right? One at a time to save lives. Get your mind out of the gutter, get your spirit out of the gutter, get your health out of the gutter, and pull it up. Pull it up. Pull your pants up and say, I want to change and I want to do better. So I am proud to come before you. Again, I would like to welcome you to the channel. And tonight, let's get into it. We are talking about the 5 keys to unlocking the riches of being better and having a better future in your life, in your family's life, your children's lives, even your pet's life, right? So I got a phone call a few minutes ago that one of my pets is not okay, right? But because I put myself in a good space, right? I'm able to come before you and then still be that better fur baby parent, right? I can come to you with some good news and say, yes, the news wasn't great, but I'm okay. Okay. So I need each and every one of you here to follow me, to focus, to bring every single time you pop up on these videos, bring someone, send someone to the videos and save their lives, right? Because you never, ever, ever, ever know where somebody else is. And there's a lot of people since Corona and all of the downfall we've had, and God forbid we talk about our political lives and these kinds of things, right? Everything around us is so negative. So I'm bringing some positivity and a real way for you to go inward and pull up your pants, right? Pull up your pants for yourself, because it matters, and it matters to those around you, the family and the children and your pets and everything else, like I mentioned. Alrighty. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is you. So get your pad and paper. If you don't have it, just jot these things down. I would highly suggest, like you guys find something, whatever. It doesn't matter. One of your books and things like that you dedicate just for this learning, right? So I'm always going to give nuggets. It is things that you might want to write down, things that you refer to along the journey, because you may forget. And actually that is the point of this video, is to get you to understand that you may forget. And that's how you got here, right? That's how things kind of got a little so bad. You've forgotten your way. And we're just getting back on the path. Nothing's wrong with that. And I want to send out a little quote to you as well today. One of the famous quotes is, you don't have to lose your worth. You don't have to lose your worth because you got a little lost. Okay? You can be found. You can be found, and I'm finding you and I'm bringing you into the fold, right? So the very first thing to do, one of the first keys to unlocking a better future for yourself from where you are today, is you. Happens to be really simple, huh? It's you. And I don't say all these 5 keys to be light. I'm not actually mentioning them lightly, okay? So the very first thing that you need to do, like I mentioned in part 1 of the video, is you. Who are you? Are you happy? Are you lost? Confused? Miserable? Where are you? It matters. So on that piece of paper, I need you to write you. And whoever you may be, good or bad or indifferent, it's still a place to start. And if you're great, that means you need to take this video and share it with someone who is not. And every single person in this world knows people who are not. You don't even have to know them. It could be a co-worker. Send the co-worker here. And I will do my damnedest to help them be better. I'm all about being better. If each one of you all can grow, and my sharing something with you opened up some kind of a light in your tunnel, in your dark tunnel, that's all that makes me happy, right? And so you matter. I mentioned the other day about a VIP. You are a very important person, and that's not to be taken lightly. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, and I really don't care. I'm not here for that. I'm here, I am Christian, and I am here to share with you some good news about what I know to be true. And what I know to be true is that you are a very important person, no matter what religious affiliation you believe in or what disbelief that you've believed in. I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. But we do need to get you out of the negative space or the limiting belief area, right? We need you to begin to have faith that there's something else out there. I need you to believe differently. We're going to make a shift. The whole point in this video is to begin a shift, right? You're not perfect. You're not perfect. You didn't lose your worth because you lost your way, right? Everybody loses their way at some point. Everybody had a goal and they wanted to meet the goal December, 31st, 2021. It's almost December 31st, 2022. But as a human, you have the opportunity to pick up your britches and do better. So here we go. Number one is you. Write down on the left-hand side of your piece of paper, limiting beliefs about yourself. We're not talking about your jobs, anything like that. Where do you play yourself small? That you're not important, maybe? I'm just giving you some ideas. I'm not important. I don't have skills. Everybody else is good at something, and I'm not. Right? I'm not pretty enough. I'm not glam enough. I'm a glam girl. I like it. I love it. And then sometimes I'm not. But I don't fault myself for whichever side I'm on. Sometimes I'm glamorous today. Sometimes it's a little tomboyish. I am a woman. And I have to be settled in myself. There's some room for improvement, yes. But tonight we're not talking about room for improvement. We're talking about beating yourself up a little bit. This is the video you don't want to hear. But this is the video that's going to make or break or make a difference whether you change and become a better person like you should be. I'm here to beat you down and build you back up, right? Give you an example. You, today. You know how you plant a seed, right? In a little pot. If you've ever planted a seed in a little pot and you watered it and it barely started to grow and you got so excited. And then all of a sudden, a week or two later, the little bitty seedling began to die. And then it did die. And then maybe you didn't plant anything ever again. That's what happens to you. You had an idea, a goal, a dream. You thought you'd be better in the company you work in. Then you got fired. Then you work a job now that you hate. Or you hate your coworkers, right? You work all day and you hate your coworkers. It's real. So I'm here to be real with you. Well, that seedling coming up was an idea you had, a goal that you had in your life, and you watered it for a little period of time. And then it died. Well, this time, this conversation here tonight is about the death of it and how you didn't handle it very well. It's time to grow. It's time to get the little plant back. We're going to get a new pot, new soil. Maybe take the old idea, put it back in as a seed. We're going to watch it grow. And maybe we'll put the old ideas back in. How about we do that? How about we put the old seeds back in, right? And instead of just one idea, how about 2, 3, 4 of them? At minimum. Seems like a lot. But we're going to dream big here. And we're going to start on a new path. So limiting beliefs on the left-hand side, whatever, just list them. Run it for 3, 4 minutes. These assignments are not meant to be very long. Run it for 3, 4 minutes, whatever the quick things. I hate my legs. I hate my feet. I hate that I'm overweight. I hate my hair. I hate my coworkers. Whatever it is that's got you going. But this is about you. What kind of anger or hatred or depression or frustration do you have and have been walking and carrying around for quite a while? Should be on the left-hand side. Right-hand side of your paper. You're going to draw a line between the two. Right-hand side is going to be your faith. Some people say on this call, I don't have it. That's fine. Name it faith anyway. Just do what I say. I want to hear at least 10 things that you dreamed about before, that you even were a part of before, and it failed and the little seedling actually died, and you never picked it up again. On the right-hand side, I have faith that I can be an artist again. I have faith that I'm not going to be miserable. I'm going to get out of this depression. I have faith that I'll get off of this medication. What's going on with you? Okay? 10 things. I need 10. Pull them. Pull them. Business you wanted to start that you didn't start. It failed and it didn't do so well first time around. Maybe you still love it. You got mad though, right? Okay? Jot them all down. 10 on both sides. Minimum. Or just run with it. Hey, if you can think of 50 things on both sides, then do me a favor. Please put it, because anything you can pull from your future and from this day forward will help you grow, right? You may find that you're all in a different area because you did all this. But I need you to come to this particular video with your mind and your heart open. Please, please do that. I'm spending my time with you and the time that I had to spend with myself. So like I say, I'm doing these videos and these calls and things like this out of the kindness of my heart, out of my heart and my growth and my continued growth. I'm still growing. I always bring you something new that I'm working on and see how it may fit your life. Number two, decision. Number two is decision. You need to make a decision about changing your life, about wanting to change anything, about even listening to yourself, changing even about listening to me, that you want to continue this particular video instead of turning it off and saying, I don't feel like it tonight. I don't feel like this today. I got to go to work. I got to deal with this, that, and the other. All right? So let me explain to you about decision on a personal note. I always understood the term, you need to make a decision, right? Decision means up, down, left, right, in, out, whatever that means for you. Seems really easy. It seems so mundane. It's just a term that we throw out. What's your decision? Sometimes you're pushed to make a decision now, right? You want to buy a house and somebody else is looking at the exact same house and they're ready to make a decision now. You don't have time. So you had to make a decision, right? But sometimes when the number one you has to make a decision on your own terms, you don't necessarily do that. You procrastinate. You want to forget about it, sweep it under the rug, maybe. Okay? Hear me out. I've learned something in my growth with my mentors and people that I work with consistently, weekly and daily. So I not only work throughout the day, but I also mindset, and I go through the same thing I'm providing for you. So I'm actively engaged in this form of belief and faith. As I say, I'm a Christian, so that's the reason I mention it. I walk in that faith. What's your faith? Right? What has it been? Negativity? Depression? Frustration? Confusion? Kind of hurts. But I'm here to heal. I'm here to make sense of this by the end of the call, and then we'll go forward. When you make a decision, I need you to hear me. Hear yourself. I am going to make a decision about not clocking out any longer in this lifetime. And I'm going to do better if it absolutely kills me, right? It's hard to get up tomorrow and say, I'm going to go to the gym. It's hard to get up and say, I'm going to go clock back in to the job I hate. But here's the decision I need you to make. No more consequences about what the day brings or the decision brings. It's time for you to stop having the limiting beliefs. Stop being scared of everything. Stop being confused about everything. Stop listening to other people. First of all, the number one thing on the list for the 5 keys to success and a better future is you. It has nothing to do with other people. If you want to be different starting today and stop being negative, then you have to make a decision. And in your mind, you're saying to yourself, I'm a little scared. I get it. I get it. You've been going through this. I'll do it on Monday. Monday comes and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Come on, you guys. Come on. We all been here all the time. When you make a decision, you cannot look at all the negative things. Sometimes you don't know where it's going, right? Let's say it's buying that house, and the decision is because these other people are over here putting a bid down. It forced you to make that decision, right? Well, those two situations with those people buying that house, if you're the one that had to just say now, and yes, because the other people were going to get it from you, don't you always figure out how to make it work after, especially a house? You already know what money you have or don't have, but you didn't know, like, wow, I didn't expect this right now. I was going to wait until Monday. Time to think about it, right? When you think too long, you say no. When you think too long, you do inactivity. One thing I've learned in a recent year, I do so many business ventures and so much that takes a lot of money that I'm unsure if I can make it. So here's what I say if it feels right. I sit quietly and humbly, and I say, okay, because I know it fits me. This is what I would love to do in an ideal world. So I make it ideal. I humbly say yes, and I figure it out later. I'm not asking you to gamble with your life. That is not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to make a decision to be better, a decision to grow, a decision to take on this new company, this new idea, decision on Monday to start exercising and really do it. And then the consequences come later. Here's the consequence. I'm tired. I hurt. I don't want to get up tomorrow, but you know what I said I would? You, number one, have to be accountable. You, number one, have to be the very important person. I call it, here's what I call it in my real world. I pretend like me is here as well. And if I had somebody following me around all day and the decisions that I have to make, what would I say? What would I say? So I say the pressure comes from me putting pressure on my own neck in my quiet time. When you lay your head down at night, we talked about that in part 1. When you lay your head down tonight and you wake up tomorrow, are you satisfied? Or is it just another day? I'm not saying all this takes 5 minutes. I'm laying you a foundation here, a foundation to get ahead. You got to make a decision, and you got to walk in faith to do it. Your own faith even. You have to walk in your own faith that you're going to make it, right? You got to believe differently. You've got to believe differently. Number 3, you got to write it down. Write it down. What are your visions? So take those limiting beliefs of the things that you hated from before, right? Write down what the goals were on the right-hand side. What was the faith that you used to have? The fire, the burning desire and fire that you used to have, that you wanted to be when you got older even. When I get to be an adult, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, right? When I turn 50 and I'm get like my mom or my dad, I don't want to be like that, right? So what was the dream? What were the goals? What was the faith that you had so much time? You had so much time to get there. And now you find yourself not even there and you've given up halfway. What if I told you, here's the key of today. What if I told you whatever it is that you long for, you are 3 feet from it. You are 3 feet from gold. I live that way. I live that if God was to give me what I wanted in my heart of hearts, something maybe people don't even know, would I give up today if I knew for sure he was coming and he was like, there you go, with ease? Well, I'm walking out my life right now with the things that I've asked for before. God said I got it, and I'm here. You got to put in a little bit of time. Work with me. So I'm asking you, have the faith. Make the decision. Write it down. Make that vision clear. I don't care if it seems impossible. Just do me a favor. Get it out of your heart and your spirit. Let the limiting beliefs and the negativity go. And start to see the right side of your paper. And the dreams you once had. And the smiles you used to give off. Because there was such a bright future coming. Brand new job you were just so excited about tomorrow. The next thing you know, a year or so later, you are at this job and you hate it. And you're like, this is just where I'll stay because it's easy. You gave up and you clocked out, and I can't have that for you. If I'm your number one fan, I'm the only number one fan you have, I will be that. It matters to me, right? I need you to take your 10 ideas that you put on the faith side, right? Things you long to get back and shine with and have faith in that it could happen, even though maybe today it doesn't seem like it, and that's okay. We'll talk about that too. And I need you to have some clarity about it. Maybe elaborate on it. If you need to start a second page and write on there, you know. There's a game that I wanted to create ever since I was a little girl. It was a game about life, and I was excited about it, right? I've actually forgotten until several days ago because I had written it down on paper. It was actually, the term was on the news, and it reignited my faith side. And because I am in a physically good space, my heart is clear and pure and happy. My life is not perfect. Don't get me wrong. There's all kinds of things that I get upset about or I cry about as well, just like you. However, I chose a long time ago to make a decision that whatever I go through won't bring me down. Okay? So I need you to have some clarity in your faith. Okay? Clarity to make it so you can see it again. You don't even see it at this point. You're stuck in where you are. You're stuck in your head. Right? Okay? Number 4. Actually, let's go back to number 3. One last thing. I need you to put a date. How many of those 5 things can you actually complete by December 31st, 2022? Right? Can you pick 2? 4? 10 of them? It's possible. Depends upon what's on your list. Right? If you feel like sharing too, go ahead and write something down below. Comment below. Comment below limiting belief equals and tell me what 1 or 2 of those are, or 10 if that's what you would like to tell me. If you have faith and you're so excited about hearing this call and hearing the sound of my voice and you want to be on that faith side and you've been longing for something or to hear even something like this, then put on the faith side. Faith equals, I want to lose 30 pounds by December 31st, 2022. Write them down. Put it in the comments below. Write it down. Doesn't have a shelf life unless you give it to it. Seems weird. Write it down. Okay? All of this information you're going to put someplace special. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know if it's on your desk. I don't know if it's maybe crumple the paper and take it and put it inside of your wallet or put it inside your Bible or whatever you read or whatever, meditation areas you have. Do that. All right? Number 4. Almost done, guys, and I need you to implement these things. Number 4 is getting a mentorship, finding some leadership, right? Like me. Find something that's free. So much out there. Some of my favorite people in life, just my absolute favorite people in life. Dean Graziosi, one of my absolute favorite people that I can identify with. You need to identify. You need to feel their spirit, feel their longingness to be solid. That they're coming from their own experience, right? They're not leading you from a weird place and taking you down a path that you're uncomfortable with, right? Love Dean Graziosi, love Tony Robbins, right? So many. I mean, I just have so many. Online, listening to audio books. We've talked about this in prior videos. You need to be doing audio. Get off the hip hop, right? I'm not knocking hip hop. Nothing's wrong with it. But stop spending so much time with things that are around you that are so negative, because if you already have a lot of limiting beliefs on that left side listed, and then you have 3 faith projects that you want to move forward with, right? Then that means your life is full of negativity. I'm not knocking hip hop. I love it too sometimes, but I do know the language is full of a lot of things that are not uplifting necessarily, and especially if you're having a hard time. Find books and tapes and videos and all kinds of things. YouTube is full of a lot. YouTube is foolish as well, so don't spend too much time on YouTube or too much on Instagram or TikTok now, right? Nothing's wrong with that, but make sure when you're on these social media platforms that you spend the time looking for someone to help you get out of your mess. Get out of this mess you're in. This language that goes on in the brain, right around, because remember, the brain is a computer. You feed it negativity, you feed it anger and frustration and confusion, it'll spit it right back out. And until you can clean up yourself a little bit on the inside and pick you as the number one all the time, you first, not exclusion of others and not being mean to other people as well. This is just you taking care of you first, right? Making number two a decision to do that and seeing a better vision. Number three, you're writing it down. You're giving it a date, right? A date of completion. And you're following directions is number five. You following directions, being teachable and coachable is number one. If you lock out, clock out, you won't make it. Limiting beliefs is what that's called, right? Follow directions. I'm here on my video, my channel to tell you I'm not here to lead you astray. I'm just here to put you on the right path. I'm not even telling you that what your life has been bad. I'm here to tell you that I am a millionaire coach. I am here to grow you financially. But while you get to the financial part, even if it's a regular job that you have and you're not an entrepreneur, you don't work for yourself, that's fine too. But you still, I know for 100% sure that if you're on this call and you do not have your own independent, self-employed income and you do work for somebody, I guarantee you still want a million. You're still wondering where's your million. You still want to climb some ladder and be better at what you love to do. I love my career. I love what I do. I've been in the beauty industry. I've mentioned that before. I've been in the beauty industry for 30 plus years, right? A long time, a very long time. Since my daughter was born, I have fed her, clothed her, and grew my life with my child. And it has given me a platform to grow my own self. It gave me a focus. I had a focus. And I use it now here with you guys, to tell you there is a better way. But you've got to put in, the time it takes on you. I gave, still give, for 30 plus years to others. Give. And it feels like nobody comes to giving you anything in return. I understand. So that's what I'm telling you. Stop looking on the outside, right? Stop feeling like you're not worthy. You are. Life just took a turn. Come on, let's get back on the right direction. Okay? So follow directions. Be teachable and coachable. When somebody tells you to do something, give it the few minutes that it takes to hear what they're saying. Right? No, you can't trust everyone, but you can certainly trust this channel and trust me as well. Right? And number 6, I'm giving a bonus. So I know that today was about 5 key topics of believing that there's a better future, believing that your life could be greater, right? And so I give you a bonus number 6. Write this down. Write this down. And write it also below. Put it down on in the chat for me. Put it below on the message area. And it is desire plus skill times your faith equals success. I'll say it again. And put it down below. It lets me know that you're listening, that you're watching, that you got towards the end of the video as well, right? We've been on here about 30 minutes. I try to make each call a little less than 30 minutes if I possibly can. And again, it's desire plus your skills times your faith equals success. Take it in though, this time, because your life depends upon it. Your better future depends upon it. I'm not allowing you to clock out anymore. Making excuses, feeling sorry for yourself, not living your best life. Why settle? Why settle? What you don't want to miss is that you have a light that shines. You are a very important person. To you first, number 1. And then everything and everyone around you. And for those who don't think they have skills, for those who don't think that they really have anything to share, you're sadly mistaken. I hate to tell you that. Again, I told you earlier, this video was not going to be nice. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to be nice and tell you what you want to hear. Because you're not going to grow if I tell you what you want to hear. You staying at that job that you hate, it's not going to help anyone. You're not learning anymore. You learn what they gave you. You hate it there. And it's time to make a move, but the move is scary. So it's easier to stay scared and just, I'll just be quiet at my desk. No, not acceptable. I implore every single one of you to write this quote down. And we'll talk about it again. And I'll keep having to refresh for those who need refreshing. Different videos you can come back to and watch it again. I'm very accessible here in the social media world. I don't mind it at all. And like I said, eventually I will be on stage teaching these same things or coming to you in classes like this if you need some one-on-one or, something where it's a little more intimate, where you can actually ask questions, or how can you take your limiting beliefs on the left side and moving them to the right side of the faith section. And maybe you want to talk about that. So I know that here in this platform today, you're unable to talk to me in a personal way or on a personal note, but I will in the future be working on coming to you with classes and things like that. If you would like to do the one-on-ones or small class, group environments where we can bounce off of each other and I can give you some good teachable and coachable information throughout your week to get you through this thing, right? Some people need a little more holding hands than others, and that's completely fine. So I want you to know about success. We talked about having a better future and being successful in this life. And you settling is not successful. Clocking out of life is not successful at all. I'm sorry. Success is the progressive realization of your goals. Success is the progressive realization of your goals. So it depends upon what your goals are on the faith side. Nobody said it was money. Nobody said it was getting rich quick. Nobody said it wasn't putting any time in. And no one said you weren't going to have to make some effort to change. But what I do know is that you have to make a decision. You and that decision is everything. So do me a favor. Thank you so much for listening. Again, this particular Facebook page is Jazz Lee. I am here to uplift at all times. You can also reach me over on YouTube as well. And on the YouTube side, it's Millionaire Lifestyle Coach. Find me there as well. And I wish you the best tonight with setting these intentions, starting with you, and making a decision that it's important enough for you to make that move. Share this video with someone, anyone that you know that needs some uplifting in their world. And if you have something to say, please chat below. Let me know. Please subscribe to my channel over on YouTube side. And I look forward to seeing you the next go around. I appreciate you. I love you for your honesty. And I wish you the best. The very best. And let's do it together. Have a great night.